tell unless you give me a good explanation.
Great. It's chlorine bleach. Keeps your boat sparkling clean. Up to 4 months. Try my 2,000 flushes. Clear or blue?
We put 1,000 cockroaches in this model house and this incredible new roach bait. Only new Raid Max attacks with sulfluramine. So powerful for every roach that takes the bait, up to 50 more can die in their nest. In 3 days, we removed the dead roaches and searched for survivors. All we saw was Raid Max. New Raid Max roach bait. When Max attacks, you win.
Saturday, 25 years after a summer of protest, unrest, and murder, Mississippi comes to grips with its painful past on West 57th Saturday.
Attacked from the back, arm across the neck, stab, stab, stab.
Sunday, Jessica teaches the Murder, She Wrote shuffle. Then, An Angel of Mercy, Lost.
Chicago about Chicago. That's what we owe them.
It's been a mystery till now. But each year, something...
Woolite in your machine. From Sunningwear to Stunningwear, whatever clothes need special care and trust. In your machine.
We put 1,000 cockroaches in this model house and this incredible new roach bait. Only new Raid Max attacks with sulfluramine. So powerful for every roach that takes the bait, up to 50 more can die in their nest. In 3 days, we removed the dead roaches and searched for survivors. All we saw was Raid Max. New Raid Max roach bait. When Max attacks, you win.
If you should start to fall, my arms are here to catch you and hold you when the darkness comes to guide you through it all. As long as winds will blow, my loving will protect you. No matter where you are, I'll be right here to give you loving through it all. You can depend upon my love. I'll be right here to catch you if you start to fall. You can depend upon my love. I'll be right here to give you loving. Believe and you will always find.
Tuesday, will partners part ways?
We don't have to work for this guy.
We don't have to eat either.
I thought you wanted this job. I do want a job. I just don't want this one.
You want the job? 30-something, Tuesday.
A former Beatle is back on the concert trail. Tomorrow, Ringo Starr joins us.
Plus Barbara Walters and Rick Moranis on Good Morning America tomorrow.
After losing 54 pounds of quick weight loss, I can finally wear a bathing suit.
Get 1 month free of the weight loss portion of your...
His age, so what does that make me?
Oil of Olay.
An older woman? Oh, never.
So similar to the fluid in young skin, penetrating quickly, adding softness and fullness.
I don't intend to grow old gracefully.
Oil of Olay.
And so much more.
From Oscar Mayer. I said, Mom, get real. And then I zapped one. And she was right. You're talking major taste in little chili cheese dogs, cheeseburgers, pizza. Just the thing after a hard day of hitting the books.
Get real.
New Zappetites, little versions of major taste.
1990?
That's what he said.
Empire gives you till 1990 to make your first payment on a new stain-resistant carpet.
1990?
That's after Christmas.
No interest, no finance charges, no monthly payment till 1990.
1990?
But that's after New Year's.
That's next year.
That's Empire. Delivery next day and no payment till 1990.
588-2300 Empire.
$19.90.
Next,
Shows that the sleeves are too long, where the dresses are crooked, where they pull.
on the next People's Court.
Today at 4.
Beautiful brides are my forte. I should do hair design for one of those brides magazines. You may look a little mousy now, but when we get through with you and you walk down that aisle, you're going to be a knockout.
Well, you know, I really can't believe that my own hairdresser called in sick at the last minute, and I really appreciate you doing this for
Oh,
me.
don't mention it. We girls have got to stick together, right? Yeah. I mean, we need as much ammo we can get to catch a man. And then you got to keep working at it if you want to hold on to him.
Yeah.
I mean, in 2 months, he may want a whole new look. If not a whole new woman.
Oh, I hope not.
Oh, probably not your guy, just most guys.
Boy, I could really use a cigarette right about now.
Oh, do you want one?
Oh, no, really. I've sworn off. My guy made me promise. Well, maybe just one. To steady my nerves.
To tell you the truth, I've been trying to quit myself. Oh, sorry. But I won't tell if you won't.
Thank you.
Wow, I mean, you really do have the shakes.
Well, if I could just find a surefire way to quit.
Oh, heck, that's easy.
Oh, you've tried it a million times, right?
Look, I know it doesn't look like it, but I've almost quit.
Ah.
All thanks to this sweet, sweet guy, Dr. Will Jeffries.
Your boyfriend?
Oh, he's more my behavior modification therapist.
Oh, wow, and he can really help you quit? I mean, I'm a hardcore 2-pack a dayer.
Well, I think he can do it. I swear, if you're really serious.
Oh, hey, you know, it wouldn't hurt to hear about the guy.
Okay, Mrs. Bauer, got some hot rhubarb pie here. Got some coffee to go with the hot rhubarb pie. Got some ice cream to go with this. You are upstairs, aren't you?
You mind telling me what all the yelling was about? I could hear you all the way out there. I was feeding Scruffy the cat.
Mary, just because they're taking these stray tomcats doesn't mean that you have to feed them, okay? I know you hate cats anyway.
I do not. I like cats a lot. And especially Scruffy.
Scruffy?
Thank you. He's so affectionate. And he's very happy when it comes to dinner leftovers. But, darling, he's not a tomcat.
What?
No. Scruffy is a very expectant mother-to-be.
What? How'd you reach this diagnosis, Dr. Reed?
Well, it wasn't any of my medical expertise. It's just that she's becoming very territorial with the dinging in the shed. I think she's setting up nursery.
So we're about to become parents after... Honey, I'm sorry.
No, yeah. It'd be nice to have babies to cuddle.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Look, we can't tiptoe around this the rest of our lives. It's just... It's not only losing the baby, it's all the babies that we'll never have.
Come here, sweetie. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Will you stop pacing and get to the point?
You realize that you're in deep trouble, my friend.
Since when are we friends?
You've dragged Blake into it, too.
Keep her out of this.
She's in it. Whether you like it or not. Charge against her is a bit more serious than a parking ticket.
Charge? What charge?
You haven't heard?
No, I haven't heard. What are you talking about?
Your daughter has been charged with aiding and abetting an escaped criminal. Maybe now you'll understand that your attempted escape was a monumental screw-up. The credibility of your accusations against Alan, that's shot to hell. Your daughter's in trouble.
My daughter is innocent. Why are you still hanging around here, Marlar?
I'm hoping to hear the truth.
The truth? You're not going to believe me. Nobody does except my daughter, and look where that's gotten her.
All right, Judd, I'm about to get strapped in. Get this bucket off the ground, head back to Springfield.
Good evening. May I join you?
All right, buddy, I don't know.
Please don't do that.
Look, I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you want, but I'd like you to get off my plane.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't do that. We're taking off.
Top security clearance? I don't know what that is. That could be phony as hell.
It isn't, I assure you.
Well, I guess I don't have any choice. What are you, CIA?
I'm sorry, I'm not at liberty to say.
Are you at liberty to tell me why you're hijacking my plane?
But I'm not hijacking your plane, Mr. Spaulding. I'm merely hitching a ride.
Really? To where?
Springfield. I believe we have a mutual acquaintance there. Roger Thorpe.
This portion of Guiding Light is presented by Puritan Oil with no cholesterol. Puritan is 94% saturated fat free.
The evaluation committee is in your office.
This is my husband, Paul. He's under a lot of pressure. But now he's taking charge of his health, eating right by cutting down on cholesterol and saturated fat. That's why I cook with Puritan, with no cholesterol and proven 94% saturated fat-free. Better than any other kind of oil.
Your wife calls sneakers before dinner?
Hey, Mr. Principal, carry your books?
Anytime.
Paul's feeling great, and I am too.
Puritan, make it your oil for life.
Raise your hand. You got it. Raise your hand. You know it. You feel confident, secure.
You've got it. That Sure, secure, confident feeling. Because Sure's double-action formula fights wetness while it kills bacteria that cause odor. Be sure of both odor and wetness protection. Get Sure.
Confident, dry and secure. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're sure. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're sure.
Your dog's been waiting all night, and he can't wait any longer for Sunday's paper and the great Milk-Bone coupons inside to buy 1 box of Milk-Bone and get another free, 2 for 1 in Sunday's paper.
If you're up to here with thick, liquid fiber laxatives, ask your doctor or pharmacist about FiberCon. Get all the natural action of fiber to help you be regular in easy-to-swallow tablets. FiberCon. Your choice is clear.
The C&C says lots of things, and you learn them all when you pull some strings. You hear a horse and a cow that you learn some letters and verses too. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. It's good for one, it's fun for two. A group can play, or your child and you. It's the kind of play where you learn something. It's easy to do, just pull the string. Duck, quack, quack. D-U-C-K. C&C from Mattel makes the sounds kids love to hear.
Join a dazzling array of stars as Dick Clark and Anita Baker host a spectacular celebration of music in an all-new special, The Songwriters Hall of Fame, Thursday at 9.
Friday, a strange visitor shows Vincent what the world would be like without him.
Take the beast.
I'll kill you.
Beauty and the Beast, Friday.
Make a break for the Pat Sajak Show tonight.
Well, Mr. Spaulding, do I check out?
Well, according to my contact...
Oh, Mike Bauer, I believe.
You're impeccably legit.
And I want you to know, Mr. Spaulding, that I appreciate your caution. One can't be too cautious nowadays. There are so many charlatans about masquerading as allies.
Like Adam Malik?
Precisely.
You know, since you're here, Mr. Vaughn, I would love to ask you some questions about Adam Malik.
I wonder if you'd mind if I asked you a question or two first.
Be my guest.
Thank you. Can you tell me, please, who it was that told you that Roger Thorpe was a member of my organization? I heard you in Washington making inquiries to that effect.
I can tell you that it wasn't Thorpe.
Oh, I see. Mr. McGregor, perhaps.
McGregor?
Now that is very interesting.
Well, is he a member of your organization, or is he a terrorist?
I think we should see what awaits us in Springfield. think so, too.
I put Blake to bed. Heaven knows if she'll get any sleep.
How's she feeling?
Oh, just great. So much fun being arrested and booked and locked up for a crime you didn't commit.
Not gonna lock her up.
Yeah. Jolly Roger throws her to the sharks and Big Daddy Ed to the rescue. I'm sorry. I appreciate you posting a bail. I tried to tell her everything was going to be all right. But I sure don't know that.
Here you go. Black, 1 sugar, the way you like it.
Taking care of mother and daughter. Just like in the olden days.
No, not really, because in the old days, you didn't want me to take care of you. You wanted to be with Roger.
Well, I am a little older now. Hopefully a lot wiser.
Yeah, I thought I was, too, but I get the feeling those years between then and now are sort of unraveling.
Oh, no, you better watch out. You know, you're just taking in 2 orphans from the storm.
I'm sorry if I'm not the strong, silent hero you need.
I do need you. But if my need is upsetting you, you just say so.
Oh, come on. I guess I should be thankful that somebody needs me.
Could you maybe clue me in as to what's happening here?
Sure, I feel that I'm sort of coming apart at the seams. That's what's happening.
Because of Roger?
That's right.
Now, look, he may be intent on ruining my life, but you can't let him get to you like this.
Why is that? Why is it okay if Roger gets to you, but it's not okay if he gets to me? I mean, how come that I'm immune? I mean, our daughter is up to her neck in trouble because of him. I mean, right? I mean, you're afraid to go home because of him.
I can go home if
I mean, the man has tried to assassinate about half the population of Springfield. Now, I don't know how to tell you this. I hate to do it, but he's already gotten to me, whether you like it or not, okay?
Calm down. You don't have to start picking a fight with me.
Oh, hell, I'm picking a fight with just about everybody I know. I'm really afraid I'm kind of losing it. You know, when I'm supposed to be coolly saving the man's life because I am a doctor after all, and I'm standing over him, I've got a scalpel in my hand, and what I'm thinking of is whether I should let the guy die.
You didn't.
I really thought that I was beyond feeling this out of control. You know, I never thought that I would feel this way again, but I haven't felt so overwhelmed with rage since Roger died.
But you are a different man now, Ed.
I wish I'd killed him. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you asked me to kill him, I wish I'd done it then and there, because as long as he's alive, it's like he controls my life.
But he's in federal custody now. Hopefully they've thrown away the key, and we'll just clear Blake from all of this.
I mean, it's not as if he's standing in the room here holding us at gunpoint, but he doesn't have to be, does he? Because he's here. I mean, he's inside of me, and he's twisting what I thought was... It's like when I was drinking.
Oh, Ed, don't dredge all that up.
That's true.
What good
You know,
does it?
I had these little demons inside me then, and I kept pushing them back to some dark place where we all put things about we don't like about ourselves, you know, but they kept popping up and taking control and making me feel like I was some kind of a raving lunatic. I mean, my whole life was slipping away from me, and I felt helpless. I was stupidly, crazily helpless.
But you aren't drinking anymore.
No, and when I stopped, I learned something about myself, which is I would do almost anything not to let that chaos take over my life again. I mean, living an ordered, predictable life is worth almost anything because I feel like a human being again. You know, I like myself again. I trust myself. There's almost nothing that I can't do with my usual aplomb. Listen, I'm sorry I went kind of crazy on you before.
Because you had a lot to get off your chest.
I guess I did. I don't know, maybe I've been living in a cocoon or something, but I've become very dependent on a slow and steady and dull life. I kind of miss a life that I can trust.
You know what else I think you miss?
What?
Your wife.
Maureen?
Maureen. I think you miss her a lot.
Hey, have I told you lately you're the most important woman on the face of the earth to me? Yeah. Good. Let Rick. No. There are no more buts, okay?
Anybody home?
Oh, boy.
I think we've got company.
Yes, I think we do, too. I'll get it.
Well, we were out taking a walk, and Laura wanted to come by the lighthouse.
I hope we didn't interrupt your dinner.
I'm glad that you came by. Just about to have some pie and some coffee. You want to join us?
Well, I don't know. Sarah's trying to keep me off the sweet stuff.
Well, this time you'll be having on doctor's orders. How about it, sir?
Well, in that case.
Good. You sit down, and I'll serve this right up.
Oh, here, let me do it, okay?
Oh, and I can help.
Thank you.
All right.
Now, don't see it pork, a very big piece. Okay. No. You put that away. Don't let anybody see it. We don't need it. And if Mara sees it, we're in trouble. Okay. Got her?
Oh. Look at this, Grandma. Will you read it to me?
I had tons of dingy T-shirts that got so white. It was like I used liquid bleach, but I didn't. What's in this stuff?
How about 1, fairy dust? 2, Phoenix Soma something. 3, a whole new bleaching system. 3, this woman discovered new Tide with bleach whitens better than any other detergent. So a sock this dirty gets this white with other detergents, but gets gleaming white with Tide with bleach.
It'll knock your socks off, because it gets them whiter.
Isn't it amazing that no matter how strong and healthy your teeth are, you could still lose them to gum disease? That's why Crest, along with the American Dental Association, recommends that you start fighting gum disease now. Just brush and floss regularly, and above all, see your dentist, because the best way to hold on to your teeth is to take care of your gums.
Make sure your bite is as strong tomorrow as it is today.
This message is brought to you with the approval of the American Dental Association by Crest, the dentist's choice.
When I make up a batch of my chili for the boys, I always keep it fresh in a Ziploc pleated bag. The way it sits up, so easy to fill, it's made for this kind of food. Keeping my chili in anything else would be a crime.
Put your trust in a Ziploc bag.
I love waking up to paradise.
Yeah, new Paradise fruits from Dole. They're 100% natural tropical juices.
Why settle for the ordinary when you can have paradise?
I ask myself that every day.
Life's a little fresher with Dole.
Finally. Time for Wrigley Spearmint Gum.
Wrigley Spearmint? What is Wrigley Spearmint?
Well, it's pure chewing satisfaction.
Please register. It's cool and refreshing. Chewing enjoyment goes on and on.
Total.
Wrigley Spearmint is pure chewing satisfaction.
Everybody ought to check this out.
Wrigley Spearmint, pure chewing satisfaction.
Well, honey, we have so many books at home that we haven't read yet. Why don't we wait?
But this is such a pretty book. See?
Yes, it is, sweetheart. Where'd you find it?
Over there on the shelf. Can we read it?
Oh, of course we can. That's what books are for, right? To be read.
Right.
Right. And this book, Cora, is a very, very special book. Because it's written by a wonderful grandma, just like yours, for a little boy to read while he was in the hospital.
For you?
Yeah. And Grandma Bert, she knew how lonely I was in the hospital. And she knew that it wasn't very fun getting your appendix taken out. So she made up this story. And you see that? She drew all these pictures all by herself.
And it made you feel better.
It sure did.
And you're saving it for your little boy.
No, honey. I'm saving it for the cutest little girl in the whole wide world.
For me?
Absolutely. You ready to hear this? Okay. Turn around. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Freddie. There's Freddie right there. And he was very nice. Oh, and Martin, this kid was funny. He had an hysterical sense of humor, even as a child. He had brown curly hair and blue eyes and the biggest, bestest smile in all Springfield. Look at that smile.
There you are. Oh, thanks. I'll bill you for it later. Ross still in there?
Yeah. Hope he's getting more out of that guy than I could.
Yeah, well, maybe the news of his daughter's arrest will start him to talk fast. If he cares anything about her, that is.
It's been my experience that these super secret guys, whether they're working for us or against us, get to the point where they don't care about anything but their dirty little tricks.
Yeah, well, theirs is a dirty little world.
Damn sure is. Do you think his daughter's really in on it?
Do you?
How is he?
I'm dying. You happy?
He's much better since the transfusion. Looks like you'll live.
What a disappointing prognosis. I'll live.
Roger, cut it out. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
I don't know why you want any answers from me. You're not going to believe a word I say.
That's not necessarily true.
Fine. You tell me what answers you believe. Those are the ones I'll give you.
Roger, if you want me to represent you, you
Wait. I thought you weren't interested.
I've changed my mind. I've decided to do it.
Out of the charity in your heart.
You don't appeal to the charity in my heart.
Then why the sudden rush to defend me?
Because I want to find out the truth. And if the truth is, as you say, that Alan is responsible for all...
If the truth is, as I say, that Alan is responsible...
Roger, convince me of that, and we'll nail him.
Thanks. I'd rather have a lawyer who's already convinced I'm innocent.
Well, good luck finding one of those around here. Might find a lawyer in Timbuktu who's never heard of you, but then again, depending on what you've been doing for the past 15 years, you might not.
Well, I'm lying here, more or less helpless.
Roger Thorpe, helpless. Saints be praised.
I'm a federal prisoner. My daughter, the only person on this earth who gives a damn about me, has been arrested on the flimsiest non-evidence imaginable. So, hey.
So, I guess it's me, or it's nothing. With that in mind, why don't we start with that fall from the cliff, shall we?
So, have we decided on what style we want? No, you go ahead and decide. You're the professional. Well, like I say, you're in very good hands. How about something extreme? You know, for effect? Wait, like, that one? Oh, no. No, I don't think so. You're right. You are going to be the center of attention, being the bride and all. Okay, I think tasteful, but au courant. How does that sound?
That sounds fine. So, this doctor, is he for real or is he a quack?
He's a shrink. I hope that doesn't scare you away.
Oh, no. I think the only thing that scares me is the fact that my guy may not marry me if I can't quit smoking. Shrinks don't bother me.
Well, it shouldn't because he's adorable. In fact, we go out sometimes.
Oh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't give his name out to just anybody. Only my male friends, my married clients. And, well, you're almost getting married, so I guess I could give it out to you. But my unmarried girlfriends, they would go gaga over him.
He's cute, huh?
Not only is he cute, but when you're in a session with him, you feel so calm, so relaxed. You know, I can't even describe it. You've got to experience it to understand. There is nothing as relaxing as being hypnotized. Oh, except maybe if
Hypnotized? He hypnotizes you?
A cheese riddle. Hey, Mom,
What do you get when you add grated Parmesan to ordinary vegetable soup? A super kid's lunch. Remember, cheese makes it taste better, so don't forget the cheese.
It couldn't have happened to a nicer vegetable. When Betty Crocker took tender russet potatoes and added rich, creamy sauces, something delicious happened. Au gratin potatoes from Betty Crocker. She's the best thing that ever happened to potatoes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. See you. 1, 2, 3. Don't I get a marshmallow? Kix doesn't have marshmallows. 1, 2. No purple ones? No purple ones. Oh,
What Kix has is a corn crunch that kids like. And Kix is low in sugar. That's what moms like.
For me. There he is. 1, 2.
Kix, kid tested, mother approved.
Gatorade Gator Box.
Go, go, go! Gator Box.
Feeds in fluids and minerals.
Gatorade to go.
Supplies energy to kids' working muscles.
Go with the flow. Gator Box. Gatorade to go. Gator Box. Get up and go.
When your kids get hot, nothing goes after their thirst like Gatorade. In 4 great flavors, low in sodium and sugar.
Gatorade is thirst aid for that deep down body thirst.
And now in citrus coolers.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
Double your pleasure.
You and your twin are mirror images, aren't you?
Double your danger. Jake has his way to catch a killer and McCabe his. Jake and the Fat Man. And Justice Mob Style.
Kill Pinzola.
A man at the breaking point. The stunning conclusion when Jerry Lewis guest stars on Wise Guy tonight.
This is CBS.
Illinois homeowners, in need of cash for any good reason, bill consolidation, home improvement, any other personal need, your home can work for you with a home equity loan from Centennial Mortgage Company. Call this number now. For 48-hour approval with no application fee, most credit and income accepted. Reduce your bills to one low monthly payment with tax-deductible interest. Apply by phone. Call Centennial now at 823-2500.
Looking for an affordable family vacation this summer? Then look to Barefoot Bay on beautiful Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. One low price includes your room, 3 full meals daily, and use of the pools and private beach. Barefoot Bay is just 2 hours from Chicago. You may find that Barefoot Bay's American plan, which includes 3 full meals daily, is less than what some hotels charge for just a room. Call for information.
Chicago, you deserve beautiful babies right from the start. If you're having a baby, get the free little book that means great big savings. Call 1-800-444-3188.
Outpatient surgery is supposed to save time and money, but in some cases the actual cost can be high. Under the Knife, a Channel 2 investigation Sunday morning at 10:30.
You know, there is no reason to be scared of being hypnotized, believe me.
Oh, I didn't mean to sound scared. But I didn't realize that they used hypnosis to help you quit smoking.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, anything this guy wants to do to help me quit smoking is fine with me if you get my drift.
Yeah, I get your drift. Not too much moose. Nothing too drastic.
Sure. But, let me tell you, when this guy takes you out on a date, he is the perfect gentleman.
No, that's such a good idea. I mean, dating your modification therapist.
You're wondering why, if he's so good at what he does, I still smoke, right? Well, I figure if I went ahead and quit, what excuse would I have to keep going back to him every week, right? So, when I am sure he is interested in me permanently, not as a patient, that's when I quit. Cold turkey. Can you turn your head a little bit forward?
That's better. So, listen, tell me more about this hypnosis.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't exactly know how it works.
Well, it's like time stands still. You sort of drift off. You don't really remember anything. But when you wake up, you feel so calm, so peaceful.
And you go, once a week?
A couple times a week.
How long do the sessions last?
Sometimes an hour, sometimes longer.
And this Dr. Jeffries is there with you the whole time?
Well, where else? He sits across from you and tells you how bad smoking is for you and how great you're going to feel when you quit.
And you don't remember any of this?
No. But like I said, when you come out of it, you feel the vibes.
Well, you know, I mean, come on. I mean, he could, what, go and take a nap, take a few phone calls? I mean, he could do that, right? You'd never know.
Well, I guess he could, but I mean, he's too honest and professional for that.
Oh.
Actually, you know, the one time I woke up and I caught him out, boy, was he embarrassed.
You woke up and he wasn't there?
Yeah, just once, a couple weeks ago. There I was in my trance, when suddenly there was this clap of thunder right by the window. And I woke up and he was gone.
Sure think I miss Maureen, huh?
I can't say I like the idea, but...
Maureen's got nothing to do with what I'm feeling now.
Really?
I mean, haven't you heard anything I've said?
Every word.
Well, I've been talking about Roger and the feelings that he can dredge up in me after all these years and how I hate him for it, but...
It's about Maureen, too.
How could I possibly miss Maureen? She doesn't understand. Do you know that she thinks that Roger could be one swell fella?
And we are sitting here in Moe's kitchen. We are drinking coffee she probably bought out of cups she chose to go along with the kitchen sink. And there on the refrigerator door is a picture of Mommy drawn by Michelle. And we are surrounded by her. Her stability. And where is she?
She's gone. Isn't that kind of the point?
And how does that affect your ego? I mean, just a little bit bruised? Are you a little bit on the defensive? Can you really sit there and say that this anger has nothing to do with missing Maureen?
I told her we went to bed together, you know.
LensCrafters took 42 minutes to do my glasses.
LensCrafters craft your quality glasses in about an hour by putting the whole lab right in the store, so you can see better, faster, in about an hour.
LensCrafters. Check your yellow pages or call 1-800-522-LENS.
Kmart presents At Home with Martha Stewart.
I chose these Ultra Touch towels from J.P. Stevens because I believe the bathroom should be just as beautiful as the rest of the house.
Make your house a home with J.P. Stevens towels from Kmart.
Why does Hillshire Farm smoked sausage taste like no other? Because at Hillshire Farm, we smoke our sausage with 4 different hardwoods. Now, sure, we start with hickory, but then we add birch, a full-bodied flavor, beech, mildness, and maple for a touch of sweet. No other smoked sausage has Hillshire Farm's unique, delicious flavor. Taste the difference for yourself. Hillshire Farm smoked sausage and Polska kielbasa.
There's a new chip that's so extra crispy and full of flavor, you don't just eat them, you want to...
There's no holding back. There's no rest in the flavor. You want to rip into that sack.
Only the Keebler Elves could make a rippled potato snack chip so crispy, so rippling good, the word restraint has lost all meaning. New from Keebler.
It's a fact of life that women sweat too, which is why Menon created Lady Speed Stick Antiperspirant. Wide coverage and speed stick protection that glides on dry to help keep you dry all day long. In fact, nothing fights wetness and odor better. But because it's made for a woman, it's gentle. Lady Speed Stick protects you like a man, but treats you like a woman. Lady Speed Stick.
So what do you think? You want it a little higher?
You know, whatever you think. You know, I would be so mad if I were spending my hard-earned money on some shrink and he just got up and walked out in the middle of a session.
Oh, I was at first. But he was so apologetic. He had to help out a friend. It wasn't his fault he had to leave.
So he just left the house and you bought that?
See, Will's friend is this big VIP here in town, like the mayor, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, and apparently that night, the friend's wife chose to kick the son out of the house in the rain, thunder, and lightning and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. And when the son tried to get back in the house by breaking a window, the wife called the cops on him.
Oh, she must have been one angry lady.
Well, Will's friend begged him to come over. See, because if the cops found out and got suspicious, I mean, you can imagine what the papers, the TV guys would have done with that.
I can just imagine.
I mean, we're talking political embarrassment here.
So what happened?
So Will got there in time to calm the wife down so that by the time the cops got there, Will was gone and everything was cool.
Wow. Will, I mean, this Dr. Jeffries must be some kind of friend.
Yeah. Ooh, fortunately, the cops never questioned me about that night. I don't know whether I would have lied to them or not.
Why would you?
Well, Will said that if the cops got suspicious about why the VIP's wife called them and everything, they would trace the call to Will's number. So the most discreet thing to do was for Will to say that he'd been with me all evening.
He was using you for an alibi.
No, not an alibi. It was more like a little white lie. Will would never lie to a friend. He would never rat out a friend. That's not the kind of guy he is.
And all of this happened on that night of the terrible storm?
Yeah. Will was so shaky when he got in that night, I thought he caught his death of cold. So I made him take off those muddy shoes and soak his feet in hot water. I didn't want him under the weather, you know?
He was real shaky, huh?
So you were hanging over the edge of the cliff with Ed no longer able to hold you. You slipped out of his grasp,
And the law of gravity took over.
one law you haven't broken yet. Who found you at the bottom of the cliff and took you to the hospital? And who got you out of the hospital? And who provided a coffin that you were not in? Roger, I dearly love to believe McGregor's story that you were working for us and not for them, but I'm going to need some corroborating evidence.
And if I answer your questions?
That would be a start. Then I'd begin to ask questions of other people.
What are you going to do? Are you going to call up whatever secret agency I tell you I'm working for and say, good morning, fellas. My name is Ross Marler, and I'd dearly love some information on one of your operatives whose cover is that he's an international terrorist?
I'll try to work a little more subtly than that.
Doesn't matter. They won't tell you anything. Then what?
We cross that bridge when we come to it.
You have no idea what you're up against. How do you think top secret operations stay top secret? Because nobody talks, not even to each other.
So what do you want a lawyer for? To smuggle you a file inside a cake? I hate to disappoint you, Roger, but I don't like baking.
I came here to help my daughter. And all I've done is ruin her life. I should never have come here. I should have been in that coffin 15 years ago.
But you weren't. And you did come back. Roger, if I know the truth, I don't know. Maybe I might not be able to save you, but perhaps there's a way to find to save Blake.
What if the truth isn't what you expect?
Try me. Do it for Blake. And for members of the Spaulding family who are getting duped by Alan.
Why the hell should I give a damn about the members of the Spaulding family?
Well, then for Philip at least, because your daughter loves him.
Ah, yes. Where is your beloved nephew these days, huh? Busy forgetting his sad love affair with my daughter by drowning himself in wine, women, and song.
Where Philip is at the moment is not the point.
Really? I wonder.
What do you mean?
What I understand, you and your nephew are thick as thieves.
Sometimes, certainly not always.
What if you're here on his behalf, setting me up, getting information that Philip can use for his own ends, whatever the hell they are?
And what possible use could he have for any information that you give me except
to justify throwing my daughter to the wolves? Except to justify the resurrection of his poor old maligned dad one more time?
God, where do you come up with these scenarios?
It's my line of work.
Why don't you tell me about your line of work, Roger? And believe me, Philip is not out to get you or Blake.
Guess what, Ross? I don't believe you.
In fact, the opposite is true. And if you weren't so adamant about finding a conspiracy under every rock you look under, you would know that.
Philip Spaulding is back, and he wants to see you.
Today, discover antiperspirant protection that glides on. It's crystal clear Arid Glide On. Not a crumbly stick, not a drippy roll-on. It's clear Arid Glide On. And now new Arid Double X Glide On helps keep you extra, extra dry.
We wear short skirts. If you dare wear short skirts, they're for short skirts. leaves legs smoother, longer than shaving. Cotton test proves it. Now new Nair with no offensive odor. Nice.
I'm Saul Fessman, president of Queen City Home Healthcare. I'd like to tell you about a medical product that's very effective and may be at no cost to you. This is the Lift and Recline chair. It is being used by thousands of people who suffer from severe arthritis as a form of treatment in their homes. Best of all, if you qualify, you could receive this chair at no cost. Here's how. You must have a qualifying condition such as severe arthritis or other diseases which make the chair a medically necessary treatment. You must be enrolled in Medicare Part B and have a Medicare co-insurance policy which covers the Medicare deductible and co-payment for this type of equipment. Many people suffer from arthritis and cannot get up from a seated position. This chair will give them the freedom to get around and help them avoid falls and injuries. So if you're a Medicare recipient and meet the previous conditions, you can get this lift chair delivered to your door at no cost. Call now, 1-800-950-5500.
Queen City is commended by the Arthritis Foundation.
Good afternoon from CBS News. This is Newsbreak. China executed 3 pro-democracy demonstrators today, allegedly for torching a train. Secretary of State Baker says the United States, quote, deeply regrets the executions, but plans no new sanctions against the Chinese government. The U.S. Supreme Court says the First Amendment permits the burning of an American flag at a political protest. House Republicans asked the Ethics Committee today to investigate one of their own, Donald Lukens of Ohio. He's already been convicted in court of having sex with an underage girl. Now this.
Oh, this salad is great. Oh, this is sensational. You know, well, it's stupendous. I tell you what. Oh, bagels. Oh. Even better.
Bacony Bacos makes every bite better.
Hundreds of Americans came to Philadelphia, Mississippi to pay tribute to 3 civil rights workers murdered there 25 years ago today. Dan Rather, more later on tonight's CBS Evening News.
Excuse me for a moment.
Go to hell.
I was so damn close to getting that man to talk to me.
Ross, there you are.
Oh, Philip.
Come this way. This is Mr. Vaughn. He's from Washington.
Come in. Mr. Vaughn. My name's Jenkins, FBI.
Oh, yes, Jenkins. I think we almost met once.
Oh?
Yeah, earlier on in this investigation, we just missed each other.
Well, maybe we can get Mr. Vaughn in there and he can answer a few questions for us.
Yeah, perhaps. May I see the prisoner?
Mr. Vaughn, we're very interested to know anything you can tell us about the recent history of Roger Thorpe.
Roger Thorpe? Mm-hmm. Well, according to my information, the man you're holding might be an international terrorist who calls himself Adam Malik.
The man we're holding is named Roger Thorpe.
Yeah, but the question is, which is the alias? Now, my organization has been pursuing this man for years now. May I?
You know, Mr. Vaughn, I've never met a real-life secret agent, and I've always wanted to ask him one question.
Hmm?
How can somebody like me tell if a guy like you is really telling the truth? I mean, even if it is the truth, wouldn't you make it sound like a lie because you have this oath of secrecy?
It's a good question.
Ross, is your client ready for a little company?
It's, Mr. Jenkins' prisoner, as I understand it. You might want to ask him.
Fine. Mr. Jenkins. I think it's in everybody's best interest if he can positively identify him.
Prisoner has a right to have his attorney present.
Of course.
Philip, where did you get this guy?
I didn't get him. He got me. He stowed away on my plane.
Oh, is that standard operating procedure for guys like this?
I have no idea. Who knows?
Well,
what?
Tell me, what did you find out in D.C.?
I don't know. Maybe a lot, maybe a little. It depends.
You hear what I said? I said I told Mo.
I heard you.
Well, doesn't that tell you something about how I
Tells
feel?
me how dense you are.
Dense?
You're calling me dense?
God, I don't believe this. A whole guilt trip. I slept with a married man. How did I get myself into this?
Come on, you're my ex-wife.
Oh, well, that makes everything okay.
No, we're friends.
How did Mo take this?
Don't you think it's more important how we feel about
Like a good, understanding wife, I suppose. Forgiving you for everything.
Mo does not understand about us. And she doesn't understand about Roger. And my God, Roger's the one she wants to forgive. What are you doing?
I cannot stay here any longer in Mo's kitchen, talking to Mo's husband. Roger's making us act crazy.
Roger, don't be ridiculous.
Mo, you have such great taste in cups and husbands. I'll clean it up.
No, I'll clean it up.
I did it. I will clean it up.
Stay where you are. I'll clean it up.
Fine. I'll call Blake in the morning.
Where are you going?
Home.
Where's home?
I don't know. The hotel, Johnny's and Chelsea's.
Can't do that.
Why not? I'm not afraid. He's in custody, right?
You came in my car.
I'm a big girl now. I'll hail a cab.
Wait. Don't go.
And then Freddie was so happy because he knew he had a wonderful grandma and grandpa and a wonderful mommy and daddy, all of whom loved him very, very much. And he lived happily ever after.
I wish I had known Bert. Sounds like a wonderful person.
She sure was. I wish she had a chance to know both of you, too. Especially my wife. She loved my wife.
Well, I think we better get Mara home to bed.
Come here, sweetie. Oh, heck. I got so interested in the story I forgot to eat my pie.
Well, it's just as well. It'll keep you on your diet.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you two do have children, you're going to make great parents.
Well, it's a snap with a little girl like this one.
Oh, she's a sweetie pie. That she is. Well, thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Here's a special treat for Mara.
You know, since it's so nice, maybe I'll just walk with you a little bit, if that's all right?
Sure.
Yeah?
Sure. Good night. Okay. Hi, Margaret. This is Rick. Do you have a few minutes? Good. I'd like to ask you a couple questions about Meredith.
Here's a new way to clean. If it doesn't come off under running water, Exo Active. Left on, dried on, microwaved on. It's a new way to clean. A simple routine. Exo Active.
What's the best kind of fruit? The kind that's fresh, moist, and plump. That's why Sunsweet are my favorite kind of pitted prunes. Moist, plump, and fresh. Sunsweet, because the best prunes are fresh prunes.
Look who's at McDonald's.
There's a cheeseburger here with my name on it.
It's Garfield Days at McDonald's. Now when you get your kids McDonald's Happy Meal,
Here, cheeseburger.
they'll get one of 4 exclusive Garfield push toys.
I'm so adorable, it's scary.
There's Garfield on a scooter, a skateboard,
cheeseburger,
a 4-wheeler, even a motor scooter.
Garfield, would you watch my cheeseburger, please?
Trust me.
So hurry, Garfield Days won't last forever. McDonald's Garfield Happy Meal. Collect all 4.
Want tuck stains out?
Let's shout it out, baby, now. Shout it out, baby. Squeeze lemon, shout. Lemon power shout.
Nothing cleans better than a squeeze of Lemon Power Shout.
You know it works so good.
Shout with the cleaning power of lemon penetrates, breaks up tough stains to wash them clean away.
Just like your new Shout would.
Want tough stains out? Squeeze Lemon Shout.
Squeeze that Shout.
The pain is in the back of the head, and like I say, in the temples, and it'll pound. Being a fireman is stressful, so I'd say stress could bring that on real easily.
Today, Jim Dane is trying extra-strength Tylenol gel caps. For pain like his, why take aspirin or ibuprofen when nothing works better than Tylenol gel caps?
I feel great. Yeah. I feel back to normal, ready to go. It's gone.
Extra-strength Tylenol gel caps. In the real world of everyday pain, nothing works better.
Anyway, the way Meredith explained it, she said that you had some, real doubts about her trying to get pregnant again. I see more than real doubts. Well, Margaret, could you, elaborate a little bit? I mean, how serious could the situation be? For her and the baby, a real risk. Are you saying it could possibly be life-threatening?
High probability life-threatening.
Margaret, is this just for now, or is this forever? Forever. No kids, no hope.
Move, please.
I don't want you to go.
I have to. And I don't think you know what you want. Don't touch me.
I want you to stay. I need you to stay.
I'm not what you need right now.
Why don't you let me decide what I need?
Oh, and when we were having fun, when we were making each other feel good, it was so easy to pretend this was the right thing.
You being here, that's what makes me feel good.
How can you say that? For the past hour, you've been ranting and raving and remembering all the horrible things that Roger did to us. How can you say I make you feel good?
Because we need each other.
No. You need... I don't know what you need. But I need peace and quiet and...
I need someone to hold you. And to tell you that everything is going to be all right.
Please, just let me go. Let me leave.
So what do you think? Is it you? Or is it you?
It's definitely me.
I don't know. I think a little more fullness.
No, really, it's amazing how well you've done on such short notice.
5 more minutes and you'll be the piece de resistance. He will not be able to resist you.
Yeah, he'll think this is a real piece of something. How much do I owe you?
Oh, let's see. Touch. Blow dry. Highlight.
There we go. There. How's that? Is that
Oh,
enough?
honey, that's too much.
Oh, no, take it. Really, it's been worth every penny.
Thanks. Oh, best wishes. My congrats to the groom. What time's the wedding?
July.
July.
Roger. Sorry to disturb you, Roger.
So? Mr. Vaughn, have you ever seen this man before?
Oh, yes. Many times. surveillance photos. So, we meet at last, Mr. Malik. Or whatever your real name is.
Get out. Roger, out. All of you.
Mr. Spaulding, thank you for allowing me to be a guest on your plane. Perhaps we'll meet again sometime.
Well, so what do you say? He identified him as an international terrorist named Adam Malik.
What do you think?
I think it's still possible.
Ross?
I'm just not sure. Mr. Jenkins?
Well, like you said, Mr. Reed, even if a man like Vaughn is telling the truth, how can we know for sure?
Fiber laxatives. A woman who takes one when she's constipated is very much a lady in waiting. You take it and wait. Take it again and wait. Take more and wait. Because with any fiber laxative, you may have to take it for 3 days to get relief. And it can cause bloating. Why do that to yourself? Take Correctol. Correctol gives a woman the relief she wants. Gentle, overnight relief. Correctol, the gentle laxative so many women prefer.
At Bengay, we wondered if the millions who use our original product for minor arthritis pain would also accept Bengay Warming Ice, our cool gel. Well, in just 1 year, it became the fastest-growing product of its kind. Bengay Warming Ice.
Ever since Unisom, people have abandoned their old sleep medicine. Because medical tests prove people fall asleep faster and sleep better all night with Unisom than without. Take Unisom for faster, better sleep.
This week, Brooke Logan's fighting.
I'm so afraid. Tell me that you believe our baby is not going to die.
To keep more than just her unborn child.
I lose this baby. Will you still love me?
The Bold and the Beautiful, weekdays.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashion jewelry by Starlight. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.
I'm Pat Sajak with American Treasury. Every actor and actress who's ever appeared before a camera owes a debt to this Russian immigrant, who he was after this.
Keep that great shower fresh feeling all day with Ban Solid.
Keep that shower fresh feeling all day.
He started in the cosmetics business at age 13 and became makeup man for the Russian Royal Ballet before coming to America in 1904. Setting up shop in Hollywood, he developed the first makeup expressly for the bright lights and close-up shots of movie making. The stars made him their makeup authority on stage and off. And it wasn't long before women everywhere were buying makeup by Max Factor. It's a fact in the Library of Congress. Learn about American business in your library.
This is CBS.
People in this city take their journalism and their reporting very seriously. We owe the community.
His daughter.
How could I ever love you? You treat me like one of your animals.
Now someone's got to pay. Paradise, Saturday at 8.
Tuesday at 9, your favorite celebrities and spectacular big-top excitement. It's the incredible 13th annual Circus of the Stars with hosts B. Arthur and Martin Mull Tuesday.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light. Next on most of these CBS stations. Fashions by I. Kleinfeld and Son. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.
Hi. Indiana thinks you could use a little time off, so come on in.
Gonna have a fun time.